I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
For the Brotherhood.
Let's dance.
For the Brotherhood.
Crouch walking is hell on my back, boss.
Ooh, oh yeah, baby. Feels good to be online again. Yeah, all circuits online, ready to receive your seed. Ah, yeah, baby. Just slip it in there, all the way down in that dark, moist earth. Launching interface.
Well, how about that? Old auto doc's back online. Well, all right, come here. Let's have a look at you. You are, without a doubt, the healthiest son of a bitch I've ever seen wandering the big empty. Ain't got no use for an old digital sawbones like me. Concerned about the state of your mind, are you? Well, such things ain't my specialty, but I'm happy to tender my opinion as to your mental health. I should make you aware that the benefits of such a procedure are exclusive. That is, this only works once. Now, are you sure this is what you want? All right, just try to relax. This won't hurt, unless your sense of self is especially vulnerable. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. All right, then. Let me just fire up the old interface for you. Foot bones connected to leg bones connected. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. All right, then. Let me just fire up the old interface for you. Purple. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. All right, then. Let me just fire up the old interface for you. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. All right, then. Let me just fire up the old interface for you. You require some additional services? And rightly so, I should think. All right, then. Let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Sure. I'll stop using my rather effective gun and switch to, this piece of metal tubing here. Great plan, boss. Sure thing, boss. I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the most powerful minds of the 23rd century. The courier who had been brought to the Big Empty became its new overlord, using its facilities ruthlessly and decisively when needed. Sometimes, science is more than a quest for discovery. It is a weapon to be used in the service of one with the strength to understand it.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
The Forbidden Zone continued to be, true to its name, forbidden. No more robo-scorpions were sighted in its canyons. Big Mountain became even emptier, devoid of Dr. Mobius's proclamations forecasting the destruction of anything that dared possess sentience. Still, it is said he lived on in the equations inscribed on the floor and walls of the Forbidden Zone dome. But these equations were nothing more than thin white traceries of lines, not unlike cobwebs in the corners of a failing mind.
The Sync atop the dome gained a frontier town feel with the few modules installed. They shouted at each other across the HQ occasionally, either threatening each other or announcing a discovery. It kept things lively. Secretly, the Sync Central Intelligence Unit was relieved that not all of the personality chips had been found. What was there was enough.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic, dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier made his way through the X-8 facility, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. They eventually created new cyberdogs to root out commie traitors from the wasteland. Traitors like Betsy Bright, Richie Marcus. Although they couldn't seem to find any commies, so they turned on themselves, howling sonic barks that echoed miles across the landscape.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries, to come.
The Big Empty lived up to its name, a hollow crater of failures of a past era, a last sad statement of the old world.
In the time following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, Old World Blues became more than a catchphrase.
It became a reality, a withering form of nostalgia for times long past.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, it was all this and more. Old world blues, new world misery. The two became one in the courier's shadow.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The Sync sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone. Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir!
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss. I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss. I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
You got that old robot up and running again? How's it working out for you? Things are pretty good with Myers watching over us. I can give you a little bit of a discount. Pleasure doing business with you. That beat-up old pile of bolts? What do you want to know? The courier dropped it off a little bit ago. I'd hoped to get it up and running for some courier work, but never could get it running. Not a bit. I imagine there must be some people around curious about that kind of technology. Don't go getting yourself shot.
You looking to buy some supplies? Can do. Thanks. Take it easy now.
How you doing? Welcome back. Can I get you anything? Sure thing. Have a look. Come back soon now.
Hey there. Need anything? Sure. Here's what I got.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off? Happy to do it. Pleasure doing business with you. Take care now.
Uh-oh.
They say the Kings got massacred. Who's gonna watch over Freeside now?
Hey there. Need anything? Sure. Here's what I've got.
It's amazing what passes for a firearm around here. You'd be better off throwing rocks. Still making a nuisance of yourself? Take a look. Later.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to process our transaction. Come back and see us again soon.
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
Hey! Come on!
They say the Legion's bringing in veterans from out in Arizona. Must be getting ready to attack. Here to do business? Of course. Pleasure doing business with you. Until next time.
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.
Ooh, got something good for me? You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
I expect to be awed by your dizzying mercantile sense, boss.